Hey guys, welcome to Queen Airbender Tarot. Today we are going to do your Virgo New Moon Collective reading. Now keep in mind it's a general reading, which means it cannot possibly apply to every single person that is watching. But if you would like a personal reading, all of the information will be pinned in the comment section below. In case you are new to the channel, welcome, come on in. And in case you're returning, thank you for joining me again today. And I hope that you guys are doing well. Now, before I get started, I do want to remind you guys that I am doing a discount reading sale for today's new moon. It began at 8 a.m. and it will wrap up at midnight Central Standard Time. I feel like there's been quite a few, and I only try to do like 2, maybe 3 discount reading sales every month. But this month, it's been a lot. And then I was just thinking about that and pondering on like, there's been a lot, but it's been a lot of cosmic activity during the month of August. And when I was thinking about it and meditating on it, I heard the message like eight infinite possibilities. So it's like infinite reasons to do these discounts, because there's a lot of energy going on. And there's a lot of stuff. I feel like there's a lot of questions that people have, a lot of energy shifts with people, and make me guidance. So again, if you do want a discounted price, it'll be pinned in the comment section below for today's discount reading sale for the new moon. Okay, let's get into it. I want to start off by saying what led to the message that I'm getting ready to share today. I was meditating. I always share that I meditate twice a day. I don't care what's going on in my day. I'm going to find time to meditate. And I was meditating, and I seen in the ground a huge black hole. It was huge. And as I was like walking to approach it, to look down in the hole, first and foremost, I noticed, I pay attention to everything. I've noticed that I didn't feel fear because everything was dark. But I still was able to see this huge black hole in the ground. And as I was walking to it, I didn't have any fear about, okay, what if something jumps out at you? Or what if it's something negative? Or what if you fall in? I didn't have any fear whatsoever. I just felt, my spirit was telling me, walk over there and see what's in that hole. Mind you, everything around me was pitch black. The ground was black. The hole was like an abyss type of black, an endless black, okay? Because the abyss is endless, okay? Bottomless. And I walked over to look over and see what was in the hole. But before I could look in that hole, a butterfly, a glowing butterfly, flew out of that hole. And I no longer felt the need to look over in the hole anymore, because I've seen everything I need to see. Okay. And the butterfly was of normal size. It wasn't huge or anything weird like that, but I knew it was magic attached to that butterfly. And as I'm watching this butterfly fly out and just kind of swirl around, everything else was still black. But that butterfly, you know, lit up everywhere that it flew, it lit up. And then I was hearing the song Butterfly by Mariah Carey, okay? Before I get into that, you guys know Mariah Carey is an Aries. So you could be an Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individual. You could have felt like you lost your way, or you could have been going through something very heavy since Aries season began. Aries season is March, April time frame, okay? But with that message, I know for a fact that they're saying like there's no need to look at what already had you in a rut, what already was pulling you down, because you're not there anymore. You're getting ready to come out of that space, right? Because when you think about butterflies, butterflies are initially caterpillars. Caterpillars evolve into butterflies. So they're saying you're evolving from a lower place, from a place where you felt stuck, you felt stagnant, you felt like you were being pulled down and you could not reach enlightenment. You couldn't obtain this freedom that your spirit has always sought. You know what I mean? You may have felt like you've been in a sunken places. Like I said, that hole was just bottomless. And you may have felt like you've been in a sunken place. Even if that's not your story and you haven't dealt with anything that's very heavy, it doesn't have to be like you just felt like you couldn't win in life. It could have been one of those things where you felt stuck. Because that butterfly came out of that pit, right? So you felt stuck, and now you're free. So whatever it is in your life that you're going through right now, I feel like freedom is calling. This probably is going to be the freest that you ever have felt in a very, very, very long time. You are gaining your wings, and we're not talking about going home to the Most High. I mean, you're going to feel free, free from shackles, free from restraints, free from heaviness, free from doubts, self-doubts. And I also definitely get that a past life soulmate is coming back into your life in this lifetime. They're an adult, they're living already, but you guys are getting ready to reunite. Because in the song Butterfly, she is talking about a love interest. What did she say? The part that I'm hearing is, if you should return to me, then it was truly meant to be. So spread your wings and fly, butterfly. And you know what I was saying? You know, if they love you, if it's real, let it go. And if they come back, then you know. It's one of those things. I feel like this is a past life person. For a lot of y'all, you have never met this person before. But when you meet them, you're going to know for a fact this is your person. And I'm going to tell you right now, during this time with all this cosmic activity, remember what I was saying earlier on with that 8 energy, 8 sideways is the infinity symbol. Infinity is ongoing, it never stops. During this time, a lot of you all have been doing a lot of spiritual work, whether you know it or not. Energetically, you have shifted. And because you are on a newer path and you are evolving, guess what? You are calling in your person. Now, this is not just about love and things like that, but I feel this is just like everything all encompassing: work, career, love, family, health. Because I'm definitely getting somebody's health is changing as well, but for the positive. I feel like for a lot of you all, you're going to be changing your diet. I mean, this is going to be a big deal. Like, you may be very strict. Like, one day, something that you love to eat, just all of a sudden it's just like the smell of it is repulsive to you. It's because you no longer operate in that frequency. And I'm not saying it's a good or bad, because whatever it is, it doesn't matter, because it's no longer going to apply to you anymore. I just feel like, because even me today, I've been feeling like that. Like, I've always said I don't like the smell of meat cooking. I don't like it. I do not like the smell of meat cooking. But even watching someone bite into a burger or something like that had me gagging earlier. I was like, oh my God, this is horrible. I don't know what it is. But I feel like, well, I know what it is, but I'm just feeling like the shifts are going to be so abrupt and so powerful that you're not going to be able to fight it. And for a lot of y'all, you're not going to want to fight it. You know what I mean? So again, the song that I got for today was Butterfly by Mariah Carey. Also the butterfly, I know she was talking about love in that song, but I'm also getting like a return to yourself. And if you were meant for me, and if you were truly meant for me, then you would come back to me, things like that. That's what she's really talking about. I feel like that bottomless pit was a part of you that you dealt with, a suppression of yourself, and then now emerging as that butterfly and coming back to yourself, finding your way. Because for some of you all, for a long time, you may have been engulfed in everybody else's stuff. Taking care of children, spouses, partners, whatever. Dealing with parents, sick or elderly parents, or people that you love, work. You have been so engulfed in those type of things that you forgot to care for yourself. You were moving just in you were just in automatic mode. You know what I mean? You were just feeling your way through the world, but you weren't functioning in a healthy way. You thought you were. But see, with this shift, you're going to start to realize that you haven't been. You know what I mean? So again, the spirit animal, of course, you know it's going to be the butterfly. It talks about freedom, evolution, growth, expansion, and flying to new heights. Okay. Now let's talk about some names. This could be first, middle, last name, street name, business name, locations. Put it where it applies. Of course, we have Mariah. We have Tommy, Patricia, Roy, Nicholas, Daphne, Morgan, Allison, Carrie, Zen, Caleb, Gabrielle, Beth, Monica, Arthur, Santana, Scott, San Diego, Buffalo, New York, and Huntsville. I was hearing Huntsville, Georgia, but I heard Huntsville, Louisiana. I don't know if there's Huntsville, Louisiana, but I've heard it, so I have to put it out there. We also have the number 206. So this may resonate for someone out there. Someone could stay in Unit 206, work in a building where the address is 206, Suite 206. The last 3 numbers of your phone number could be 206. I'm also getting something on someone's license plate. It could be 206 as well. I'm even seeing a driver's license. It's something with driver's license. Driving. I'm getting something with vehicles. Vehicles, of course, you travel to get to a certain destination. I feel like that's a metaphor for something. We'll see what pops up with that, but I am getting that for sure. So, of course, for this new moon, we're going to get the moon. We'll get the card that comes before and the card that comes after, and then we will get clarifiers for our new moon collective reading. Currently at the bottom of the deck, hello, what did I say? You guys on the journey, didn't I? And this is crazy because Virgo, this is the Virgo new moon, okay? Hello. So, can't make this up. Major Arcana Hermit is Virgo. You will not leave 2025 the same way that you began it, okay? You got the snake right there on the path. 2025 is the year of the snake, and he's got a couple more steps before he gets to that snake. Before you wrap up 2025, you are literally going to be on some type of spiritual journey. A spiritual awakening is happening. And I have to say this, a lot of people think you go through one spiritual awakening and that's it and that's all. No, you go through multiple stages and phases of spiritual awakenings. And you guys are currently on a new one right now, okay? Wow. Did I tell you, it's something going on with, look, this is the new moon. You got these moon phases here. But every time I get the Ace of Cups, I definitely get like love stuff as well. I always get love with that, okay? Ace, our gift from the universe, is also something brand new coming in. So I do feel like you are getting ready to cross paths with a soulmate. This person could be a water sign. Cancer by Scorpio, doesn't have to be, just putting that out there. Ace of Wands. You just had the Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, Leo, Sag, Aries. I did share that Mariah Carey is an Aries. So some of y'all could have strong Aries in your chart. But like I said, for some of y'all, you may have felt lost, like you lost your way around Aries season, which is March, April time frame. She can't see clearly. So some of you all, and you know, I'm just looking at the wings of her eyes because in the hook of the song, she says over and over again, so spread your wings and fly, butterfly. And I know those aren't butterfly wings, but I definitely feel like for a lot of you all, if she spread those wings, but it's like in flight, because they're not in flight. That's why they're stuck on her face. But if those wings took off in flight, she could see clearly, right? And they're telling you it's time for you to start seeing things from a different perspective. Spirit is definitely dropping gems and giving you notes and showing you synchronicities. Some of you guys are definitely going to start seeing number synchronicities. That's how you know you're on your right path. A lot of people email me and they ask me like, okay, what does it mean when I'm seeing these numbers and things like that? First and foremost, that's spirit congratulating you, because people who are asleep, they don't see those numbers. They don't notice the synchronicities. If you're noticing number synchronicities, it's because you are in tune. You're tapped in, okay? So that's a very positive thing. Did I say something about a vehicle? The Chariot is your divine vehicle. I just said there's something about a vehicle. Somebody may be buying a new vehicle, or they're telling you you can't go there anymore. Stop going there. I'm getting mentally, because right behind us you got the Nine of Swords. Sleepless nights, anxieties, worries, and fears. They're telling you stop going there. Stop going down that path, because a vehicle is going to take you down a certain path. Stop going down that path that's taking you to stress, anxiety. You know, and then also she's there alone in that bed. They're saying you won't be there much longer. You will find your person. As soon as I parted, major arcana, the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a divine counterpart. Okay, you got Taurus energy there. You guys have a divine counterpart coming in. For a lot of you all, I'm going to tell you right now, the next person that you are with, that's going to be the person you're going to be with for the remainder of your life. Seriously. I know a lot of people hear stuff like that and they're like very doubtful, because it's like, okay, this relationship didn't work. That relationship didn't work. That ain't this. Whatever this is that's coming in, that ain't this. That's small potatoes compared to these big fries, okay? So you have to hang there. You got to let go of that. You have to let go of the restraints and the things that keep you bound to negative thinking or negative soul contracts. Spirit is telling me to tell you all this also, and I tell people this in personal readings all the time. You want to wrap up, because for those of you who don't believe in like doing rituals and things like this is semi-ritual, but it's not, you're not calling in any deities or anything like that. This is not what this is about. If you want to wrap up a contract with somebody, I mean, you really want this person out your life, literally get a piece of paper and jot down your first name, first, middle, last name, this person's first, middle, last name, your full birthday, their full birthday, and write, I am done with this contract with this person. I am completely finished with this contract. Thank you for the experiences. I am done, period. Make sure you put that period, because that's done, okay? Fold the paper away from you, burn it, release it out into the air. Let it release that, because you're saying, I'm done with this contract. Everything in life has contracts. Release that. You know, if you don't believe in that, that's fine. But, you know, as they say, faith without works. You can't just sit here and expect things to heal and change if you're not working on it. You have to. This is a very powerful time of manifestation. You can manifest whatever you want to. The month of August, people are sleeping on how powerful the month of August is, okay? We still got plenty more days in the month of August. There's plenty of time for you to release things. And this particular new moon, usually new moon is stuff that you want to call in. It is stuff that you want to call in, but you can also call in a new contract as well by releasing the old one. You get what I'm saying? Releasing that one will allow you to start a new contract in your life. So just putting that out there. So let's go ahead and release it. Shit. Release it. The Tower, Aries and Scorpio energy. Release it so that you can have victory. Put an end to it. The Death card. I can't make this up, y'all. Absolutely. Let it go. So again, we want the moon. The card comes. There you go. And it didn't take that long for us to get to it. So the moon, the card comes before and the card comes after. You have the Six of Pentacles. For a lot of y'all, you have been breadcrumbing yourself. And you've been being breadcrumbed in life. It does feel like that has been the case, especially when it comes to your monetary life, your stability, because if you think about scales, it's about stability, balance. I also feel because in this picture, the scales are clearly balanced, things are coming to a balance for a lot of you all. For some of you all, in the next 6 days, there's a job offer coming in. 6 days. I'm not getting 6 weeks or 6 months. If you've been applying for things, a job is coming in within the next 6 days. Some of you all also, there's a job opportunity coming in on a date that has a 6 in it. The 6th, the 16th, the 26th, okay? Wow, yeah, something with the 6. I can't make this up. Look. You have the 6 of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords. Okay, so you got the Moon, okay? And then that's crazy. So that was just confirmation. You guys see, I didn't see that card before that. And then you have, yep, spread your wings and fly. Butterfly, that's the name of the song. These aren't butterflies, but every single character has wings. And even though she doesn't have her wings on her, she's flying, she's coasting. You got the 6 of Swords. It's time for you guys to go in a different direction. There's that Moon there, right? I'm telling you, you look here. Swords is communication, mental, data, contracts, okay? Like I just said, write this person out your life. Write it out. You know what I mean? That is something that you can do. That ain't casting no spells or anything like that, because I know a lot of people have a big to-do about that, but literally write it out. It's all about your intentions. Write that shit. If it's not a person, whatever is going on in your life, you're not going to say something like, I don't want to experience this. You don't say stuff like that. You say, I release this. I release this out of my life. Whatever you want to release, release it and move on. And move on so that you can have balance. Okay? There's 2 areas in your life where things are getting ready to be balanced for you. I definitely feel like as far as your money, and I'm going to say something with love. If you look at both of these cards here, even though you got people with their hands here, you don't have the people actually in the picture. So he's dealing with this balancing of things by himself alone. And then you have her alone. Not going to be alone much longer. And if you are already in a relationship and you want this relationship to move forward, it does look like it will. I feel like it will move forward, but it's some doubt. It's some doubt in somebody's situation, somebody's connection here. The World card, travel, this is for a movement. Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio energy here. One cycle ending, so a new cycle will begin. That's very fitting as we're closing out these main energies, because that's what you got here with this August energy that we're in. Closing out old things so new things can come in, okay? You have the Queen of Wands. A lot of you all, male or female, sitting in your power. She's sitting on her throne. She's very powerful. She's not fearful about what's next because she's taking control. She's holding on to a sunflower in one hand and she has a wand in another. Your hand, and then I just said because of these 2 scales, okay? 2 areas, because she has something in both hands. 2 areas in your life are going to experience changes. I definitely feel like with that flower that's talking about blossoming like love. And then also your actions, you know, because Wands is about actions. Whatever you put your energy into right now, it will see benefits. That is what I'm being told. As soon as I parted, Major Arcana Star card, they are saying whatever it is that you put action to, it will manifest exactly as you want to. Your wishes will be answered. I said 2. You got him with 2 skills. You have her with something in both hands, which is 2. She has 2 vases here. 2 areas of your life are going to experience magnificent changes, to be quite honest with you. I think what I've been hearing lately, and it's going to come in very quickly with the 8 of Wands. Going back to what I was going to say, what I've been hearing lately is a lot of like damn near doomsday stuff when you know, hear stuff about what's happening with this particular new moon, and it feels so heavy, but I don't believe that's everybody's story, because I don't feel like that energetically, and I'm an empath to the 10s, to the 9s, to the gods. I'm a super sensitive empath to energy, and I don't feel like negativity. I don't feel anything, but maybe that's because that's not what I'm attracting. You know what I mean? I put a lot of work into my energy. You know what I mean? And I feel like for those of you who have been doing the work and really just trusting the Most High and things like that, you're not going to experience all this heavy energy that I've been seeing people talk about. And I want to tell you this also, when I've been seeing stuff like that, I don't listen to it. I scroll right past it. You know, as soon as I hear stuff shift for the negative, scroll. You know, and that's what a lot of y'all are going to have to do. Did not tell y'all, you guys are watching this, I'm getting ready to shuffle again. I'm just part of this so I can shuffle again. First of all, this is going to be the last shuffle, and I know why, because bam, you got the same card. Then I say, you all won't be lonely, and check this out, right? This is how I know this message on point. She's here alone, 6 of Swords. That's a couple there. 6 of Swords, same card, different day. We literally just had Queen of Wands, and look what you got on this side, King of Wands. Your soulmate is looking for you. They're getting ready to come in, okay? I feel like this person has done the soul work. They've done some spiritual work, some spiritual purging and cleansing, and that's why they're getting ready to be allowed to come into your life. Also something with your ancestors. Kings and queens make me think about the ancestors. Your ancestors are helping you move on too. They're helping you move away from heavy stuff that you have inherited from them. That's why I feel like this is impactful on a soul level, not just this physical level, soul level. Bottom of the deck, yeah. I told y'all, somebody from the, whoa, what's going on here? Past life is coming in. Okay, you got 6, 6, and 6. Now, let's talk about this. Immediately, pause, because a lot of people hear 666, and the first thing that you have been conditioned to believe in is the devil. It does associate with the devil, but also keep in mind, if you look this up, the number 6 is also associated with the planet Venus. The planet Venus is love, beauty, health, finance, okay? So it's not all negative. I feel strongly that things as far as beautification in your home life, beautification with your money, like beautiful abundance coming into your life, your health, okay? I feel like that's getting ready to change for the positive, because this is not a negative 6. Now, if we would have had and even a 6 of Wands is positive, but if we would have had something negative coming out, then that's one thing. But this is like past people, people leaving your life, and then a new love interest coming in. There's a home right there. Didn't I say the number 6 is associated with your home life? Some of you all, if you are dating someone, you and your person will start looking for a home together. Some of you all will be doing changes to your home if you already live with this person. Some of you all will be going house hunting with your partner. Almost looks like she's getting ready to be on a hunt, but you're getting ready to be doing some looking for a home with a partner. I'm going to tell you, this is very interesting and very specific. Of course, this won't apply to everyone, but I'm also hearing like some of you all may have decided that, I'm just going to go ahead and buy a home myself. I'm not going to wait for love and things like that. And I'm just getting like you may end up looking at a house or condo or some type of complex or something and cross paths with someone that may be a love interest. I don't know how that's going to work out. It could be one of those things where you start talking to someone, because I've done that when I was looking for homes, and I started asking neighbors. Like, I would literally ask neighbors. See, I'm that type of person. I need to see, is this an ignorant ass neighborhood where it's a bunch of loud carrying on, going on and such? I want to see it. So I would ask the neighbors, like, how long have these neighbors been here? How do you feel like the traffic is on this block? Is it busy? Is it a lot of kids? I asked stuff like that. And I met a lot of interesting people. One of the ladies was like, girl, come on, buy this house so you can be my neighbor. It was really nice energy. But you may end up doing something like that, or maybe spirit telling you should do something like that. You may end up crossing paths with someone that you may connect with. Again, that won't apply to everyone, but I just have to say it. So let's talk about this 6 of Pentacles, universal energies of light, love, and divine protection. Give me a clarifier. There you go, for 6 of Pentacles. I like that in reverse. Tower. Your life is changing significantly. We had the Tower earlier on in the pre-shuffle, didn't we? Aries, I said Mariah Carey's Aries, Scorpio, Leo, Sag, Aries. Now, I like this because the 9 of Wands is the Wounded Warrior. That is wrapping up. 2025 is a 9-year. Before 2025 wraps up, you will have a Tower moment. Tower energy always gets such a negative rap, but if you think about it, this tower never had a solid foundation. It was built on a faulty foundation to begin with. So whatever you're experiencing right now, whatever's coming crashing down, whatever's leaving your life, is because it couldn't stay long term anyway. It was never meant to be long term. It was momentary. It was only for that minute, only for that point in time. And it was really getting my attention here also. Because remember I was saying in the very beginning, I seen this black pit. Everything was black. Look at the background. And it was just a pit. And it was a bottomless pit. And then you had the butterfly flying out of it. Whatever this current situation is, that's the pit. Because see, they're falling into that pit. But see, that's going to be the opposite for you. You are getting ready to be in this energy. Okay? Because for a long time, some of you all were in something that was only meant to be temporary. It was only meant to be temporary. It's time for you to move up out of that. You will. And here's the thing, like I was saying earlier, you have to, because that's the soul contract you signed. That's why I was talking to you guys about renewing or writing your own contract now, right? Because we can do that. We're co-creators. But with this energy, it's like it's time for you to go. But if you notice, she ain't got no motorboat. It's gonna take her a while to get there because she kind of dragging ass because she's scared of what's in front of her. Sheer heat, put it how it applies for your situation, and that's when the tower comes in. Whenever you see the tower come in, that's because they're saying, okay, you playing spirit like you tiptoeing. It's time for you to get a move on because I got something else for you. That's how you really need to look at the tower. Like, this is happening because Spirit gave you the opportunity to change or shift something, but you may have kept going back to an old situation, or you may have got comfortable. Because why would you build a life in something that has a foundation like that? Why would you think that's safe? It's not. And it was never meant to be long term. And so Spirit is like, okay, if you don't move, then I'm going to move you. And while you're thinking that, oh my God, horrible, horrible. No. Grand, okay? So let's go ahead and get a clarifier for your Six of Swords. Bottom of the deck, you got the Seven of Cups, illusion, confusion, feeling scattered, feeling lost, but also having options. In reverse, I feel like the fear of the unknown because you can't see. We can't even see him, you know what I mean? And it's built on clouds. The fear of the unknown, I don't feel like that's going to be a thing for you any longer. Coming out of that, let's get a clarifier. Universal energies of light, love, and divine protection. There you go. We started off initially in this deck with the Hangman. That's why I said this is why the Tower is coming in, because if you have been feeling like becoming comfortable, okay, look at him. He's upside down. There's no reason why he should be comfortable in that position. There's nothing to be comfortable with that. There's no way you should be comfortable with that energy. This is why the Tower is coming in. Both of them are major arcanas. They're saying because you got comfortable in a certain situation, this is why the Tower is going to come in. But you have a choice, though. You have a choice to, you know, start going in whatever direction you feel inclined in. So you're not confused with this. What I'm saying is, like, if you have been feeling for the longest time for you to start that new job, start applying. Don't stay at this job that you've been at because you have this work security, because you're not really feeling secure when you don't like what you're doing. Because when you don't like what you're doing, you're going to lose passion for it, and it's going to show in your work. You get what I'm saying here? If you're in a relationship that you're just hanging in there because it's safe, the bills are paid, the families are intermingled and things like that, but you're not happy. I'm not telling you to leave a family situation, especially when there's children involved. I'm not telling you that, but again, it's always going to show that you're not happy, and it's going to be a tower anyway. You know what I mean? So they're telling you, like, okay, we're going to give you opportunity to get a move on and start entering this new phase of your life, because that's going to happen because we stopped here. One cycle ending, new cycle beginning. It's going to stop here. And, you know, all that Lionsgate energy, of course, was in Leo season. And you do have Leo right here, and that's when Leo season wrapped up, Virgo season, right? You literally, I feel like a lot of things have ended for you. You see things differently now. Because here's the thing with the Hangman, he doesn't see things accurately. He's seeing things upside down, which means he's not seeing things clearly, which is very much in alignment with the Tower. They're falling head down. He's upside down. You know what I'm saying? It's like not seeing things for what they truly are, but now you all are seeing it for what it truly is, and you will forever be changed. I also feel like, and I'm getting this as well, with a past life soulmate, you guys have signed a contract and said, I will find you in this lifetime. Just hang tight. I'm about to be there. I'm going to see you in a minute. I feel like you're going to see this person very soon. Two of Wands in reverse. And then, wow, Two of Wands and Three of Wands. I do feel like there's a lot of people fighting change, but there's no way around this change, because it's inevitable. You do have a change coming in. I feel like more so than anything, you know, I do feel like people are fighting change, but I feel like once you realize, and there's an energy of feeling fearless now, because I feel like you've been through all this Tower energy for a lot of y'all. You've been through it already because it's showing up, which means it's present. Either you're going through it right now or you've been through it already. Nothing else can hurt you anymore. Nothing else can make you feel defeated anymore. Because upright, he's defeated. He's a wounded warrior. In reverse, you don't feel like anything could defeat you anymore, because you've been through the trials and tribulations, and you are coming out emerging that butterfly that I seen in the very beginning, you know, before I started going over you guys reading. I keep hearing Gabrielle or Gabriella or Gabe. Something along those lines. I keep hearing that part. Some of you guys are going to start hearing ringing in your ear. Of course, as always, go to the doctor if you feel like it's something that's wrong with your health. But ringing, you guys know that's frequencies. Like, you guys are tapped into a new frequency. So you're going to hear ringing in your ear, or you know how you hear the white noises, like those, I don't know how to explain it other than like if you're just in a room by yourself, there's nobody else in the house or whatever, and it sounds like somebody has entered the room, like you can hear like a white noise, like it seems like a presence. You are in the presence of your spirit guides, your guardians. They are giving you messages. They are very close to you during this time. And also you are picking up frequency changes. Like you are in between the physical realm and you are tapped into spiritual realm. Again, which is very powerful. I feel like that's the change for a lot of you all. Definitely for a lot of you all. Some of you all may have seen things only in one point of view. But again, I'm going to say, spiritually speaking, there's an awakening going on. The tower is an awakening. That's what people don't get either. I have to say that. The tower is an awakening. This is a wake-up call. You ain't going to sleep through this. There's no way you can sleep through this. And I feel like that's what's meant to happen right now. I feel like you all are free because he's bound there. You all are free now from limiting thinking because he's limited to how much he can move, right? You're free from limited thinking. And there's also this energy, like I said, of some of you guys, a lot of you guys are definitely going towards a soulmate. I know you don't see soulmate stuff here, but there's a soulmate. I keep getting like this person is on their way to meet their person. Because if you think about it, remember in this deck, you got her by herself here, but in the Six of Swords, and this, look, and it didn't take long to get to it. In the Six of Swords here, there's a family. A lot of you guys are getting ready, if you don't have children and you're of childbearing age, you will be having a child with this person, blending families for someone else. And also, I'm getting some of you all may realize that you guys grew up very close to each other, but never met each other ever in life. Like you may have went to school in the same school district, but like a different school, like, you know what I mean? Something like that. Or your children grew up in the same school district, or they might have even went to school together, but you guys never crossed paths. Something with children. Definitely getting that. But yeah, I feel like you have two changes happening. Yeah, and that's another message. Look, she has two sets of three. One in front of her, one behind her. There's two areas in your life that you are moving and going in a different direction. They're changing. I definitely feel like with your love life is changing substantially, for sure. And also something with your home life. Some of you guys moving, relocating, or you're looking for a home. There's changes with a partnership as well, is what I'm getting. And I feel like this particular new moon is going to make you crave. I'm getting craving, make you crave newness and changes. And the changes in your home life, for a lot of you all, like I said, it's not negative. It doesn't have to be one of those things where it's like, oh, me and this person are breaking up and now I have to find somewhere to live. It could also be just the sheer fact that it feels like the house is raggedy and things need to be fixed. I'm definitely getting somebody's porch needs to be fixed. And that's not even a porch, but I'm getting a porch. Somebody's porch needs to be fixed. And then I'm also getting like interior decorating and your landscape and things like that. Somebody is like, you know, it's time to have pride in the property. We pay so much money. It's time to have pride in our, you know, in our home, our living situation. So it could be that as well. Could have also been that you didn't have the money to pay for it, but now money is coming in and it's allowing you to move forward with certain projects with the home as well. Your home, they're telling you, to remind you this, your home is your place of peace. Like, that's your peaceful retreat away from the world. So why not have it adorned in a way that you're proud of, in a way that, you know, represents you and what it is that you stand for and what it is that, you know, the things that you like. Home should feel like home. Home should feel like you. I'm getting that also. Also, if someone asks for a loan so that they can do renovations on a home, I'm getting that you will get it so that you can move forward with those renovations. Okay? So thank you guys so very much for watching Queen Airbender Tarot. As always, I'm going to ask that you continue to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget, discount reading sale link is pinned in the comment section below. Until next time, take care and be well. Bye.